Hi there BookTube, it's Eleanor here, and today I'm going to do my September wrap-up. So if you're new to my channel, hello, and during my wrap-ups I really am going at fast speed through all the books that I've read in the month, what star ratings I've given them. And then sometimes I pick one or two books to talk about in a bit more detail, maybe ones that I've given 5 stars or some of my favourite from the month. But generally I try to wrap up all the books I read throughout the month in different review videos. I've not been doing so good at that recently, but I'm going to try and get a bit more back on track. I've got some really exciting projects coming up. I've just got to read the books first. But I've got some good reviews coming up soon. So let's get into the month of September. I ended up reading 14 books in September, which was a bit slower, but I knew it would be slower after July and August, which I was off work, obviously, in summer holidays, and so I had a lot more time to read, and so it has been slightly slower. There was quite a nice mix of different books this month. I had 3 YA contemporary books, 3 adult contemporary fiction books, 6 science fiction and fantasy books, 1 non-fiction and 1 graphic novel. And if we break those down into star ratings, I had 10 4-star ratings, 3 3-star ratings and 1 2-star rating. And in terms of my Bookopoly, I've managed to raise £6.10 this month, which is a lot less than usual, but I have been reading categories where I'm only getting 5p now because I've already completed the category. I managed to participate in 1 readathon, which was Tome Infinity and Beyond, but I didn't complete all the challenges, so I only get £2 for taking part in that. So let's go into the books. My 2-star read was No Ordinary Star. My 3-star reads, The Breakthrough, Undead Girl Gang and Winter's Promise. And my 4-star reads, Clean, Under Different Stars, Letters from Birmingham Jail, The Kiss Quotient, Wild Like Me, Under Different Stars, Sea of Stars, Darken the Stars, and Be Prepared. And my final 4-star read was Now Is Everything by Amy Giles. This is a newish book out and I was really excited to pick it up. I'd heard nothing but good things and I'd had some really positive comments about how this book tackled domestic abuse. And I really enjoyed this. I thought it was really well done in terms of how it portrayed the victim and how it built up that tension in you. I was talking to someone recently about the difference between a book that you're enjoying and a book that you're not enjoying. I was buddy reading a book recently and I just wasn't really feeling it, and I just kept thinking every time I went to pick it up, oh, what am I going to read next, and getting really excited about the next book. Whereas with this one I just couldn't wait to keep picking it up. And in fact I read this in a day. I just couldn't wait to pick it up and go back into this story. Our main protagonist Hadley is from a wealthy family. She has good grades, she's set to go to a great college, she's the captain of the school lacrosse team, and yet there's more going on than we know. She finds love and she meets a boy, and although there is this sort of insta love in there in terms of this boy that she has a crush on, and instantly, you know, they love each other, that feels quite realistic to the teenage life to me. I remember falling in and out of love, you know, like that at that age. And yet with this, after this sort of insta love period, there really is a developing of the relationship between these two characters, and it was through that that Hadley starts to question and starts to really focus and hone in on how her life is different from other people. She lives with her mother and father and her younger sister Lila, and she at the start of this, she has just been the sole survivor in a plane crash and she is in hospital, and we then flip between now and then, so we're flitting back to what led up to this plane crash and this accident and what led us there. So we are looking at the present and her time in hospital and what happens there. The day she arrives in the hospital, this sole survivor, she tries to commit suicide, and we have little snippets of interviews with people about you know, what's been going on in Hadley's life and the family's life, and then we're looking back into this, as I say, from when Hadley meets this boy and this look into her life. I thought this was an incredible book, really, a really strong candidate for 5 stars, and it just slightly missed that 5 stars because of this feeling that some of the side characters, some of Hadley's friends, weren't complete characters for me. I just couldn't shake that they didn't completely feel real. There was parts of them that felt very real. They didn't really know what was going on. One of them's a bit more perceptive than the other is quite wrapped up in their own drama to really realise what's going on, and I can understand and I can believe that, but I just didn't get their characters enough. I didn't feel like I knew these people enough to make the story really sit perfectly for me, which is why I couldn't give it a 5 stars. But I definitely recommend this book. The tension it builds, the squeezing of your gut when you read about Hadley's life, how these things go unnoticed, and you know, there's small triggers that people see or think but they don't act on, and it's just all these little things. Yeah, I thought it was a really good book. Definitely made me think, and made me think about you know, this topic of abuse, and in a way that I haven't before. So I definitely recommend this one. It's probably my favourite read of the month. And that's it. That is my September wrap up. That's what I read in September. I'm really looking forward to October. Keep your eyes peeled tomorrow for my October TBR. I am picking it in a slightly different way, and I'm really excited. I think it's really going to work for me. So anyway, that's it from me. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time here, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now, BookTube.